Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
Early, these full tanks, and even just
sense.
a little bit of the splash damage with the AP damage builds there too. So this FlyQuest roster, while the champions themselves don't look initially like they have a lot of damage,
Sidestep to Zach Hughes, had it warded. It just makes the life so easy for Senna Seraphine, but Insanity doing a lot of damage. Jensen should be okay though.
He might have to flash one more auto attack. The Q, that's his passive pop, so he gets at least a second life.
I don't think you can get it.
Inspired Q.
Oh, and Inspired Q flash! First blood for Inspired!
So many of these champions, all of these champions, in fact, on Shopify Rebellion, not just his lane opponent. Of it. And guess what? Since FlyQuest had such a strong start to the game off that invade, I think
Jensen could be close, a little bit more damage, auto attack flash, and Insanity's gonna trade 1-for-1 in the mid lane.
That's a big play by Insanity, especially after it's really just trying to harass a little bit, but Busio Masu should be able to heal up unless...
Wild Turtle dashing in, culling is unleashed, Encore answers back, perfect cleanse, and a nice bubble from Zeyzal, could be the kill, there it is for Wild Turtle!
Busio down. He's been proxying the wave behind the tower, constantly invading the jungle here as Insanity goes for another attempt.
I mean, Shopify Rebellion, I think they have numbers on this, but here comes Bwipo and Inspired for the flank. Boogie's already forced to flash backwards, but Bwipo is going to go down to Insanity. This mid-Zac is just popping, but now Masu has come back for reinforcements. But Insanity just doesn't go down. He's way too tanky.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, but Shopify has the faster dragon stacking, so like one of the ways that FlyQuest will need to win the game is they'll need to get powerful enough by 4th Drake to stop the soul from completing. But in the meantime, I feel like Shopify needs to continue to try and engage big-time fights with this Lucian Nami and Zac engage.
Encore and Dawning Shadow lands, Inspired for the flash, is able to punish Wild Turtle this time around, as the rest of FlyQuest Rebellion over time.
An incredible amount of burst there on Masu though, so he's got to be very respectful. Here's Jensen top.
Gonna make the dive happen with Bwipo. Shockwave should be available for this play. Flash from Fake God is able to dodge on the Shockwave, but can't dodge away from the Cryo Phoenix burn damage. As the rest of Shopify Rebellion were trying to collapse. Wild Turtle looking for Masu on the back line, finds the kill. He's gonna take him out.
Turtle's gonna have to do a lot of work. The magic resist Sunfire, the Hollow Radiance that we were talking about at the beginning of the game, which does also have of his teammates, so he doesn't have to build full defense. He is gonna have that extra damage threat for them as well. So
there's some wards. It doesn't give him necessarily a huge flank, but now Shopify Rebellion are going to get cornered into Bwipo. Wild Turtle opens up with the culling. Bwipo is coming around to the right side. Great Keeper's Verdict from
Insanity's in!
Fake God, Insanity's in. Finds Jensen on the backline, he flashes over. Insanity's causing so much disruption into the backline, and FlyQuest is completely split. And Wild Turtle finishes off Jensen!
It's huge! It's huge for Shopify! They're gonna be able to get their 3rd dragon, Soul Point, and Insanity isn't done yet!
He's still got the passive, I believe, so he can make this dive happen. Inspired is trying to buy as much time for Busio to live. But Shopify Rebellion got all that they needed.
That is exactly what Shopify needed to have happen here. You could see maybe a bit of doubt in FlyQuest's mind whether they were actually strong enough to come in there, because you could think Jensen, yeah, just get another plate, get a little bit more turret gold. But this is the gold injection that Shopify actually needed.
One of the new geography changes, just taking advantage of how much time he has put in on the new map.
Yeah, I mean, when you're playing a team comp like this, you have to be very cognizant.
Oh!
Right on to Busio. Encore is used, but it's not going to be enough. He just goes down.
Yeah, I mean, that's the type of angle that Insanity's going to keep trying to pull off, and they're going to try, if they get one more pick, they're going to go Baron. I think that's
with all the extra move speed here. All right, watch the peel, watch the peel.
Okay, there we go. Steadfast Presence blocks Insanity's first engage, and Bwipo is now connected with the rest of the backline, but there's still a moment where they're split. Once again, the backline of Jensen is split away from Inspired. He's able to reconnect with them and now provide some more needed assistance. Insanity's taking way too damage on this side of the map. But the passive will pop. Will give him a little bit of life's breathing here. Boogie's trying to provide space as well, using the ultimate to buy space again, but Inspired goes down, and Wild Turtle's able to apply damage. The rest of the backline of FlyQuest just cannot get in. Bwipo is still alive, but I don't know if he can really reconnect with the rest of his teammates.
Look out, Insanity, they're coming for you.
Insanity flashing over the wall. Wild Turtle goes in. 1 versus 3. Man, he's crazy, but that's the classic Wild Turtle. Bwipo soloing down Fake God, forced to flash. The crowd Phoenix slow and is going to catch up to him. And Shopify Rebellion thought they had the fight, but FlyQuest are fighting back.
drop first. They're able to chase them down. They pick up the extra kill there onto Fake God, and they get the big reward.
A lot of that is grouping up at objectives and then waiting for the other team to try and engage on you and then winning the fight. So it's a multi-step process, and they can't be making mistakes throughout. That fight worked because they were set up as a 5v5 and didn't give the Zach a clean engage. And Whippo's a fast boy.
But can he escape the Infernal Chains? Not this time around. That last Darkened Blade should connect. And that's Whippo going down in the bottom side of the map.
All right, Zach looking for the angles. He's charging up.
Fired has Hex Flash as well. Insanity doesn't find Busio. Gets clipped. The shockwave into the Encore. It's a lot of damage. And nice by Inspired to find that wall charge into the Keeper's Verdict for two-man knockup. While Turtle is forced to flash, and they shut down Insanity. Buki tries to come in, but it's a little too late. If he goes out, this could be Baron for the side of FlyQuest.
FlyQuest was ready for that one. That was an immediate firing.
Wild Turtle here over the back of the pit. Then FlyQuest should be able to get the Baron, should be able to take multiple towers with this Baron.
And 6 Void Grubs. These turrets are going to fall so fast. Here comes the little Eds, as Captain Flowers called them.
All of them at once, and we'd have to see how that fight goes out. But FlyQuest, confident here, daring SR to come in.
Yeah, Insanity most likely the one that has to lead, but you have to imagine that Inspired will not use W until Insanity is flying in.
No.
You have to hope that maybe for Shopify Rebellion, someone else can eat that Steadfast Presence cooldown so that Insanity can get an on.
Time is to your advantage, or they could just go for the chase down here.
Strong right now.
Running down mid. Tidal Wave and Culling already used by Shopify, but Boogie has taken half of his HP already in damage. As the Baron buff is about to expire on FlyQuest. Maybe they found Insanity. Keeper's Verdict and a lot of ultimates already used. The passive is procced. Meanwhile, Whippo is soloing Fake God, making sure that he cannot get to the fight and cannot help out his comrade.
This is how.
Pick, and the brute force is coming for the Nexus turrets.
And Boogie's the only person that can really make an engage. He dashes in, pops the Crescent Guard, but it's not really doing anything because at this point, Busio and Masu can just heal everyone up to full. The first Nexus turret falls. The second one evaporates just as quickly. Flashes all around. A last defense will not be made by Shopify Rebellion. And it is FlyQuest that come back on opening weekend day with a statement win.
New year, new FlyQuest. They pick a very scaly composition. Jensen gets his Orianna once again, and they are taking their time with this one.
You know what that was? They were trying to pat the KDA for Masu. Whippo said, hey guys, we got to get this guy Rookie of the Year.